Now I think I'll lie down here. Now I think I'll lie down here. Cause I got no bills to pay. Sometimes I look out windows cause I'm stupid as hell. Holy Christ, it's a piece of paper. I have no idea how pointless I am. And I don't even know I'm gonna die.
I just thought we could all benefit from the perspective of a cat during this crash. Now, I need to come clean. I made a mistake in yesterday's video and confused potentially a lot of you. I know a lot of you are American, and the news was more primarily towards those in Europe and in England and potentially other countries. So for those who aren't aware, Bitcoin Cash buy and sell orders on Coinbase have been disabled since the first day it got listed. Went crazy. They shut it off and only recently re-enabled it for Europe and England. America apparently has already been going for a little while. Did not know that. Didn't mean to confuse you, and I am sorry. I will try and do better in future. Now, someone suggested I look more at technical analysis. Clearly haven't been watching me for very long, have you? I do so all the time. Let's check this out. Long-term viewers know what's coming. A Brontosaurus Rex pattern. Moon here. And moon here. The thing is, I joke, but I don't pay too much heed to technical analysis. I think they can work for some people, but you play to your strengths. I think news is more important. For example, why is the market crashing today? India is not helping. They declared that crypto is illegal. Many people panic sell. But did they? No. No, they did not. But apparently, and I'll leave this link below if anyone wants to read it, apparently the Indian news articles, the press out there is going wild with it, posting it everywhere. The thing that is crazy is that for the past 3 weeks, it's just been FUD after FUD after FUD. Usually timing it against key resistance levels as well. And it's usually with fake news. The news rules the crypto world, and in this case, the fake news rules the crypto world, which is just, it's kind of sad. The fundamentals don't rule this world. Not even the technology. For example, throughout the months of November and December, the FUD being spread about the Lightning Network being vaporware was pretty high. The SegWit transaction percentage was stalling. We had very high fees for both Bitcoin and Ethereum, congestion, yet the growth was insane. It didn't. And now, things are a little bit different. The technology is advancing. For example, the Lightning Network, we have 400 nodes, over 1,000 channels opened, link to this below. This will make Bitcoin one of the most advanced cryptocurrencies out, at least for value transfer. Unlimited transactions per second, theoretically. Fees are down. Confirmation times are faster. Japan is integrating more Bitcoin payments. Korea has long-term positive regulations in place. Robinhood, the crypto trading app, has over 1 million users signed up to use the beta. Congestion is down, and so are prices. Irrational. Completely irrational and news-driven. Now, I'm hodling on for dear life. If you've been buying the dip, you probably have a lot of dip. There are plenty of things, I feel, that are just things to be excited about this year. Good ICOs, for one. I'm excited about RSK Rootstocks, basically a basic form of smart contracts enabled onto the Bitcoin network. Tumblebit, a new privacy feature for Bitcoin. Of course, we know about Lightning Network and atomic swaps, lightning swaps. These things can't come fast enough, in my opinion. Ethereum also has a crazy good year ahead of it with Casper and sharding, hopefully this year. So potentially this meme comes true. Like, seriously. This could happen before the end of February at this rate. I think, let's have a look. Flippening.watch. It's just an easy way you can track it yourself, but market cap is 66%. It peaked at around 70. This is the all-time high, I believe, for market dominance. Look at that. 100 billion versus 153. Really, really closing the gap right now. The interesting thing is, if CoinMarketCap used Ethereum as a primary trading pair instead of Bitcoin for a lot of these coins, we wouldn't see as much red. In fact, we might even see a little bit of green, which I thought was interesting. But that said, I do think that this bearish trend could continue coordinated FUD attacks is crazy. Like, no technical analysis could have seen India coming out with this. But this is where the FUD is coming from. So speaking about cryptocurrencies, the finance minister of India said these words: "Government does not recognize as legal tender or coin, will take all measures to eliminate the use of these crypto assets in financing illegitimate activities or as part of the payment system." So they will fight illegitimate uses, yet the media is running ahead with it's illegal. I don't know how you make that connection, but there you go. So if you saw my video a few days ago, you would see me say 10k Bitcoin makes a little bit more sense. Here's someone extrapolated the price of Bitcoin to remove the highs and to just show you a little bit more of a normal chart. Yeah, I know this doesn't really mean much, but it does make you feel a little bit better. Altcoin news, today's hot story, BitConnect is in the mainstream media again, or at least CoinDesk. It's pretty mainstream. U.S. court freezes BitConnect assets as lawsuits mount. A temporary restraining order freezing BitConnect's assets has been granted in the U.S. after a second lawsuit was filed against a cryptocurrency exchange and lending platform on Monday. This names a few individuals, but primarily what this is referring to is that their Bitcoin cannot go anywhere, and they want records of where Bitcoin's gone, at least within the last 90 days as well. So things are heating up. I do still think that they're going to have a tough time with it. BitConnect's legal disclaimers are pretty thorough. I mean, people are pointing to the fact that there's certain laws against Ponzi schemes, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if the claimants win this case, but we'll see what happens. Now, those defending BitConnect are saying this is hypocritical. Why is everyone rejoicing now that the government is getting involved? I don't think many people believe that it was actually the government that took down BitConnect rather than it being a unsustainable Ponzi, and during this crash they had to stop because they couldn't do it anymore. But even so, this rationale market... Sorry, I don't mean to keep picking on it. This is why a massive bubble pop crash might be a good thing for crypto in the long term. What I mean by that is, after that, only projects that actually have value should emerge from the ashes. I don't think that's actually happening right now. I think this is just a regular thing that we've seen a few times. This is potentially more prolonged than I've ever seen it, but it kind of makes sense with all of these FUD attacks. But I don't think this is a bubble popping crash, at least not yet. Moving over to Icon, an announcement of a massive partner at the summit was announced. Announcement of the announcement. $1 billion Korean gaming company Smilegate. The partnership with Smilegate is to develop Stove, which Smilegate has described as a next-generation global social game platform. Massive news. What does the market think of that? We'll get through it, guys. We'll get through it eventually. Going through the messages on the last video, lots of you guys would like me to see or for me to cover more ICOs in future. We'll try and do that. I understand that lots of you trying to make money, of course. So ICOs are potentially a good way to do that. So I'll keep that in mind in future. There is a channel I would like to show some love to. It's called ICO Review Channel. I know the guy to be fair and honest in his critique, so I can vouch for him. Check him out. Check out the ICO reviews that he does for anyone that's interested, because I know he does an honest job.